Hey everyone and welcome back. This is Mary from SEO Pursuit, the all-in-one toolkit that covers every aspect of SEO. And in today's video, I'm going to cover Website Auditor, the tool that lets you effectively analyze your site, improve content, fix errors, and make both search engines and customers fall in love with it. And our journey begins right now. Once you install and start the application, you can create your first project. To do that, enter the address of the site you wish to optimize. If you enter a specific page URL, Website Auditor will start crawling the site and will follow all the links to collect all the pages and resources from the site to your project. What we will do next is completely optional. You can just click Finish and the program will collect the data for you. But if you want to configure crawler settings or filtering conditions to get more specific data, you can do it right now and I'll show you how. Check the box to enable expert options and then Next. In this menu, you will be offered to specify your crawler settings. Let's look at each step. The first step is the robots.txt instructions. It lets you crawl a site following robots instructions, either for all spiders or any specific bot of your choice. If you choose not to follow any rules and want to collect all pages of your website, you can disable this option and then Website Auditor will ignore robots.txt. The same is applied for the user agent menu, which lets you crawl the site using a specific user agent, including mobile agents. The next parameter here is the scan depth limit. It controls how deep into your site structure the tool should go to pull the pages for the project. The deeper the search is, the more time the crawl may take. If you set some number here like 1, 2, or 3, Website Auditor will not go beyond the click depth indicated in this option. This feature is very useful if you have a really big website and you don't want to collect all pages but have a brief review of your site structure. And one more option is to search for orphan pages. It allows you to collect pages that are not linked to the site but are present either in Google's index or in your sitemap or both. Orphan pages will receive corresponding tags in the project showing the source where they were found in. In the filtering section, you can specify various filtering conditions Website Auditor will use while collecting pages and resources for your project. By default, it collects not only HTML pages, but also JavaScript resources, CSS, images, videos, and all other resource types that are available on your website. If you don't want to collect any kind of resources, you may disable them in this menu. The speed section allows limiting the number of requests to the website to decrease the load of the server. This prevents slower sites from blocking the crawler. In the JavaScript section, you can control whether the app should execute the scripts while crawling your website pages. This will allow crawling websites built with Ajax, for instance, and parsing any script-generated content in full. In the URL parameters section, you can specify whether the program should collect the dynamic pages. And finally, we have the Advanced Option tab where you can choose either to include or exclude subdomains of your project domain. Allow cookies in case you want to crawl a site that requires users to accept cookies. Use a specific accept language header for crawling certain regional versions of your site. Or imagine the situation that you're building a website and it is available online but somehow protected by a password. In such a case, this menu allows you to indicate the username and password so Website Auditor will be able to access the site and scan it in advance. You can run full analysis on your website before it is available to search engines and fix all the issues before it goes online. That's it. Once you're done with these settings, hit the Finish button and Website Auditor will start collecting your project. It may take 10-15 minutes if a website consists of several thousand pages. If you have several 100,000 pages, it may take more than an hour. The speed depends on many factors, including the size of your website and the server response time. As soon as the project is ready, you will see your home workspace with all web pages found on your site, along with the ranking factors next to each page. Here you can check titles, HTTP status codes, click depth, and many other factors. To add more columns with other factors, click the Edit Visible Columns button at the top right corner and choose what you need. New columns will be added automatically. Click any page in the table and this will open up a bottom tab with detailed information for any selected page. The Links to Page section lists all links leading to a page. The Links from Page section lists all outgoing links, both internal and external, that are present on a page. The Images section lists all images found on a page, highlighting broken images and images with no alt text. All Resources section lists every resource found on a page along with details. When you're in the main workspace, you're given several ways to manage your data. You can use advanced filtering to set the necessary filtering conditions to easily sort out your results. More than 40 different factors are at your disposal, and you're free to use them to create different filtering conditions. At the top of your workspace, there is a quick filter which might be helpful in case you want to find some specific URLs in your project. For instance, to find only pages which contain the word buy. As you see, it instantly lists you such pages. There are several predefined workspaces at the very top, but you're free to create your own from scratch by clicking the plus button and selecting the columns that you would like to have. If you would like to export the results from any workspace, there are two ways you can do that. If you have an enterprise license, click the Quick CSV Export button and the software will save the results in a CSV file to your local hard drive. If you have a professional license, you can copy the results from the workspace and insert them into Excel or Google Sheets. Now let's assume that you don't have time to go page by page and analyze every page separately. Then you can go to the Site Audit tab that lists all the ASO factors checked on a site level. Here you can quickly find the issues that have been detected by the tool. Each factor has its own marker, info, warning, or error, showing if any aspect of your site needs fixing. Errors mean the major issue on your site and should be fixed first. Warnings indicate that you're not following best SEO practices and could do better. They should be revised with caution and fixed if applicable. Info factors should be revised to make sure all things are as designed. Clicking on the icons will sort out all the factors that return certain statuses. Go into any particular factors section, you will find a brief description of the factor, the list of URLs it concerns, how to fix advice, and other details. With the help of Website Auditor, you can create an XML sitemap for your website, which you can then submit to Google. To create an XML sitemap, switch to the Pages tab, click the Website Tools button, and then hit Sitemap. You will see the list of pages that have been collected by Website Auditor. At this step, you need to choose which pages you want to include in your sitemap. Click Next and choose what you would like the tool to do with the generated sitemap. Save locally on your hard drive or upload the sitemap directly to your FTP server. Once you click Next, it will be saved in the selected destination. In the same way, you can generate a robots.txt file by clicking the same Website Tools button and then robots.txt. If you already have some robots.txt files available on your website, click the Fetch from Server button. Website Auditor will collect your rules and will list them here so we can edit them or add some new rules, allow or disallow certain directories. Once you're done with editing your robots.txt file, click Next, choose where to save it, and then upload it to your server to make it available online. Another cool feature that you may find interesting is the visualization map. It is an actionable graphical map showing the structure of your site and the distribution of internal links between pages. This map can help identify orphan pages, they are shown in gray, isolated parts of your site, redirects, they are shown in blue, broken links shown in red, and other problems of your site's architecture. With the help of this feature, you can build your website structure and make sure that all pages are properly interlinked with each other. Let's say I want to add several pages and I want to see how this will affect my site structure. To do that, I click Add button, then enter the address of new page that I theoretically want to add to my website. Click Add, and now I have this page in my visualization. I also want to see what will happen if I link this page to my home page or some other pages and how this will affect my total website structure. To find this out, I click the Add Outgoing Link button, then select the URLs that I want to link to and click Add. Now I can see the connections with other pages on my website, and if I switch to the internal page rank and click the Recalculate button, it will quickly show me how this new page has influenced the distribution of the page rank. This way I can add as many pages as I want to simulate my website structure. Once I see that everything is okay and the internal page rank is distributed in the way I want it to be distributed, I can export this changelog and give it to my webmasters so they will follow the instructions. The next step is called All Resources. It lists every resource found on your site. Resources are divided into external and internal and are grouped by type: HTML pages, scripts, CSS, images, videos, etc. You can switch between the list of all resources and any specific group to see the details. Let's jump to the Page Audit module and see what we have here. And the first step is called Keyword Map. It is designed to help you plan keyword distribution across your website wisely and spread your target keywords across all pages, making sure that none compete against or cannibalize each other. Spot content gaps and detect the keywords with great potential that lack relevant pages to target with. Make sure the existing pages are optimized to their best. Enter the keywords to create a map. The program will take a few moments to collect all the data for your keywords and pages for further analysis. The next step is Technical Audit. Website Auditor lets you run an in-depth audit of any particular page to know where it stands and how to improve its technical and on-page optimization. If you haven't analyzed any pages yet, you will see the Start screen. Since the app will run both content and technical audit at once, you'll need to adjust the settings for both at the start. Set up the default search engine to harvest competitors' pages from, or assign a separate search engine for the current page. Enter the URL of the page. Choose the one from your project or enter the URL manually. Enter your target keywords, a couple of words, phrases you would like to optimize the page for. Run audit. Allow a few moments for the app to harvest and analyze the competitors' pages as well as your page. Switch between the analyzed pages through a drop-down menu or add new ones by clicking the plus icon. Technical audit covers all the aspects of the technical health of a page: page availability, mobile friendliness, page speed, or core web vitals for both desktop and mobile, encoding and technical factors, URLs and links. Each factor features a brief description and actionable recommendations based on the best SEO practices on the right. The tool will also show you all the pages or resources where it found troubles. Each factor has a status. By clicking on the status icon, you can sort the factors by the results they return for your page. If you'd like to update analysis data for the page, use the Update Page Factors button and choose the appropriate option: Content Optimization and Technical Factors, to rescan your page to update both Content Audit and Technical Audit. Your Page and Competitors, to rescan your page and recollect competitors' data. To check the on-page factors, simply switch to the Content Audit module. Here you can review your titles, meta descriptions, spot images with empty alt texts, and more. To add another page for content analysis, click the plus button, select a URL, and type your keywords. Moving on, Website Auditor is equipped with an inbuilt content editor, a tool that helps you create SEO-friendly content. The way it works is you tell the editor what your content is about. The editor analyzes top competitors on this topic and creates a set of SEO guidelines to follow. So, how does it work? First, choose between two options: create new page content or optimize an existing page. If you're creating a new page, then the URL is optional, and if you leave it out, Website Auditor will generate a URL from your keywords automatically. If you are optimizing an existing page, then submit its actual URL so the tool can pull its content into the editor. Make sure to add target keywords. Website Auditor will use those keywords to find rival articles, and then it will analyze those articles to generate SEO guidelines. So the more specific your keywords are, the more relevant those guidelines will be. To this end, it is better to enter a few long-tail keywords than a bunch of short-tail ones. Next, choose whether you want to view your page in browser mode or in document mode. Browser mode will display the page with all the styles the same way it would appear in a browser, while the document mode will display plain text with no design elements. Click Go. Once you are taken to the content optimization area, you will see that it's split into a text editor on the left and an SEO brief on the right. The brief has been generated based on the keywords you have provided when creating a draft. The brief includes the overall optimization rate that it's being calculated based on the current state of the content and changes as you edit. See your current content length and get alarmed in case it's way below minimum or above maximum of your competitor's content length. It doesn't necessarily mean that this number of words is optimal. What it means is that someone in the top results has gotten away with as few as this many words. If you feel like your article should be of a different length, then you can simply click on the word count and enter the desired value manually. One reason you might want to adjust the content length is if you're going to pass this brief to your copywriter so that they know what your expectations are in terms of word count. If you look at the alert section, you will see the most prominent optimization tips, warnings, and oversights to pay attention to. There are two types of keywords in our benchmarks: mapped and recommended. Mapped are those keywords that you have provided when creating a draft. They have been used to find the competitors and figure out the rest of optimization suggestions. While you can still add and remove mapped keywords at this stage, keep in mind that it will trigger recalculations of the entire SEO brief and you will have to go back and adjust the competitors and the word count again. Recommended keywords are those keywords the tool has found using the TF-IDF analysis on your competitors. Most of the keywords in this section will be highly relevant to your topic, but it is also possible that a few generic keywords may make it onto the list. Feel free to remove those keywords that you feel are not specific to your topic or not specific to any topic. You may also add those keywords that you think are missing from the list, as well as adjust the keyword count of any given keyword. Topics and questions are more of a brainstorming tool. The tool pulls them from the People Also Ask section on Google, and sometimes they hold a few good ideas to include in your piece of content. Now that you have adjusted the SEO brief just as you wanted, it's time to move over to the left side of the screen and start creating and optimizing your content. As you do that, the editor will monitor all the changes and adjust the optimization score in real time. The editor comes with a live preview of your SERP snippet placed next to the snippet samples from your competitors. This way you can edit your title and meta description and immediately see how it will appear in SERP and how it will compare to the snippets of your competitors. The editor is equipped with a basic set of text editing tools, enough to maintain good copy hygiene with headings, links, and image alt text. All you have to do to get your optimization score up is follow the alerts and either add or remove keywords as required. Consult with a list of keywords to see which ones are lacking, the yellow ones, which are sufficient, the green ones, and which are too many, the red ones. After you've analyzed a page or created a new piece of content, you have two options for moving it to your website. First, download it as an HTML file and then add the file to your website. Second, copy the content of your editor into your content management system. You might have to make some minor adjustments in order to match the specifics of your particular CMS, but a copy from our editor should keep most of your headings, images, lists, links, and so forth. Okay, we are done with Content Editor. What about TF-IDF? TF-IDF lets you easily find the most important keywords that your competitors are using and decide whether you need to add them to your page to improve its optimization level or not. You can switch between the analyzed pages to see the competitive analysis and TF-IDF stats recommendations for each. You can also see a recommendation column which indicates whether it makes sense to add a certain keyword to your page or not. If you use a keyword too much, the tool will advise you to use it less, and vice versa. This way you can go through the list of keywords to get some keyword ideas and then apply them to your page to improve your optimization score. In all SEO Power Suite tools, including Website Auditor, you can find the reporting section. In this section, you're able to save and publish reports based on the information Website Auditor has collected for you. Both templates are customizable, which means that you may add or remove widgets from these reports in any way you like. To edit a report template, click this Edit button, and this will open up the template window, which you can scroll down. If you want to remove a widget, click the Delete this widget button, and it will be deleted from your report. And if you'd like to add something, click plus next to the necessary widget, and it will be immediately added. If you purchased an enterprise license, then you're able to quickly save these reports either in HTML or PDF format. To do that, click this Quick Save button and then select the place on a hard drive where the report should be saved. There is also an option on how you can publish your reports online. Just click this Share button and Website Auditor will generate a shareable link you may copy and open in your external browser. Well, that is all about the Website Auditor main settings. I hope this overview was helpful to you. And if you have any questions about our products or Website Auditor in particular, if you'd like to share with us your feedback, please leave a comment below. Also, feel free to email us at support@linkassistant.com. See you next video. Goodbye.